Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach how to make the simple CRUD application using Laravel 10. Okay, so let I show the demo first. So here I am going to enter the employee name, which is James. Employee DOB, I am going to select as 10. Phone number I am going to select something like that. Click register now button. Now your registration has been completed here. The registration has been completed, right? So here if you want to edit the record, click on edit button. The record go here. Now you will be able to edit your date of birth here. You can have, okay, here you can select your date of birth, right? So you select it, update it, right? Now the updated successfully. Now if you want to delete the record, click on delete button. The record has been deleted, right? How to make this simple attractive system step by step we'll teach, right? First what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my G drive. Here I'm going to create the project which is a Laravel project, right? Now you are going to type cmd, open the command prompt, go to my browser. You have to type, go to the respective website of Laravel, which is a Laravel. Click on this. Here go to the documentation, select Laravel 10. Come below, you can see the Laravel. This is how you can install the Laravel 10. Click on this, paste it over here. Here you will be able to change the name of the app. So to change my app, press enter key. Whatever name you will be able to give, right? Now I'm going to give employee app, right? Whatever name you will be able to give, press enter key on your keyboard. Now your installation is beginning. You have to wait until the installation has been completed. Now you can see your project is installations completed successfully. Now I'm going to go to my, this is your project. This is a project folder. Double click, go inside the folder. Here I'm going to open this all the folders and files into my VS Code editor. So go to the address bar, type cmd, so type code space dot, press enter key on your keyboard. This all the source code will be open on your files and folder will be open on the VS Code editor like this. Right. Now here you successfully open your VS Code editor. Now first step, I'm going to run the project. So how to run the project? You have to run the project using, go to the terminal, new terminal, PHP artisan serve. You have to type the command on your terminal window, PHP artisan serve. The PHP is running on this port. You just copy this port and back to your URL, paste on the URL here. Press enter key on your keyboard. This is the welcome page of your Laravel 10. This is a welcome page, right? Now you run the Laravel app. After that, I'm going to go to migration the database, right? First step, I'm going to migrate the database. So first what I'm going to go to, you have to create the database. So how to create the database? You have to open the XAMPP. Okay, first you have to check whether your XAMPP, you have to start the XAMPP server as well as a MySQL. You have to, there's a button which is start. You have to click both. You have to start Apache as well as a MySQL. There will be the start one. You click on the both. Right. After the port has been started successfully, here the MySQL section. After the action button, you will be able to see the another button which name is admin. Click on this. If you click on this, your database is loading. This is a database, right? So I just copy this this link. I paste on this my Chrome, because this browser is familiar for me, so that I just copy and paste it. If you are familiar on that browser, you will be able to work. That is no mind. Okay, right. Now here I'm going to create a database. Whatever data name you can create on your database, right? I just create the name as here uh, DS, right? Whatever, DSC. This is a name I'm going to create the database. Click on this. My name database is created. Which name is DSC, right? This is just I just give the name as the company name, right? DSC, right? Now here inside this database, I'm going to create the database migration. So let us check how to do the migration part, right? So here I'm going to open up the another terminal window. Here I'm going to type the database migration command. You type, right? So first I'm going to, this is a command, copy, I just copy and paste it. You don't worry, this all documentation I provide the from the scratch, right? Don't worry. So here I'm going to type the PHP artisan make migration, create. This is the table I'm going to create on my database, which name is employees table, right? You have to type the plural letter here, right? This is the efficient way to create the database table. Create employees table. Press enter key on your keyboard. The table has been created. So where you can see the table, you go to the project data. There will be the folder which is a database. Expand this folder. Inside the folder, there will be the another folder which name is migration. You have to expand it. You can see the last the migration part will be done. This is the last file. You can see the last file, right? You can see this is the migration file. You will be able to see this is the date employee. This is the table you have created. Now only they are defaultly they are generated the auto incremented ID column only. Now here I'm going to add my additional columns. What are the columns I need? I need another three columns. So this is the columns I needed. So I just copy and paste it. What are the column I needed? I have here have specified employee name, DOB mean database. This is nothing but our date. This is a date format. Here the data type is must. The employee name, which is a string type. DOB, this is a date format. You have to the date format you have to store in my MySQL database. You have to write it as date. The phone number, I'm not doing any validation part. You can store it as well as a string. It don't worry, no problem. Right. Okay, if you want, you can change the database integer. Okay, I keep as string. It's no problem. I'm not going to do any validation part over here. Right? I just save the record into the database. That's the thing I'm going to do it. Right. This is a nullable, right? Okay. Right. Now I'm going to here after done the stuff, you have to save this one. File, save all. Okay, then only it will be work. Otherwise, you can see the another things command PHP artisan optimize clear. This all the view and all the things are clear. Right? What you are doing, all things are clear. Okay, you have to run this command. You don't forget about this command. This is must. PHP artisan optimize clear. Something you have done, but it's not clear. But it's not added to the view or router or anything else. It will be you have to use this particular command. PHP artisan optimize clear. Okay, keep in your mind. After that, what you're going to do is I'm going to run the migration part. You have to type the command PHP artisan migrate. Press enter key on your keyboard. Right, sorry. Here, what the thing is here, I have created the database. So I control C to stop it. I have created the database, but I haven't given the database configuration part. That's the problem. That's why it asks the database Laravel does not exist. Right. So you have to go. This is the database which I created. So just copy it. Go to the data. Go to your project. There will be the file which is env. Here is all the database configurations are available in this file. There's the section which is this is the section. I'm going to DB database. You have to give the name DSC file save all. Now I'm going to type run the command PHP artisan migrate. Your table has been created. Now you will be able to check it your database with DSC. Click on this here. Your table has been created. Click on this employees here. The table column has been created. That particular what is the name you gave. The same name the table columns has been created. Right. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is here. Now your database is done. Your table creation part is done. Now I'm going to go to the uh, the thing is controller part. So how to create the controller? That I'm going to create the how to create the controller. So create the controller by using this command, right? I'm going to create the controller by using this command. That's the command I'm going to use it to create the controller. This is the command which I use to create the controller. Right? PHP artisan make controller is an employee controller. Employee controller. This is the resources controller. Why? What is the meaning of the resources controller? Right? It is nothing but it is performing the CRUD operations, right? The create, update, delete, and view. All the CRUD operate based on the CRUD operation function. It will be managed by this resources method, right? It is nothing but it is managed by all the based on the CRUD operation methods, right? Okay, so press enter key on your keyboard. Now your resources controller has been created successfully, which is a employee control. Here employee control resources control. So where we find them, go to the app folder. Inside the app folder there is a folder which is a http. There is a inside the http folder there is a folder which is a controller. Inside the controller folder there is a employee controller. Here you can see there is a 6 different method has been created. There's a index, create, store, show, edit, update, and distro. These are the methods will be created, right? This is generated by automatically. If you are if you have created the command which is a resource controller, right? Perfect. After that, I'm going to create a model. What's the model? It is nothing but it will be if you want to fetch the data from the database, you have to call into the model. Model is the part where communicate with the database and fetch the data from the database to give them to the controller. Controller pass into the view. This is the flow where our model view architecture is working. Right. Now what I'm going to do is keeping the scenario, we are doing the project. So I'm going to go to create the model. Right. How to create the model? We have to use this command. Right. PHP artisan make model is the employee model which name is employee, right? That's the things. Okay, the same thing if you create the migration part also, the PHP artisan make migration. If you make the controller also, PHP artisan make controller. If it's a model making, PHP artisan make model. You have to give the controller name, here give the you have to give the model name. Press enter key on your keyboard, your model has been created. This is an empty model, it's an empty controller, right? If you are go and look, if you go inside the model folder and look into the file, the file will be the blank. Now we have to add the column. What are the column we have? You have it on your database. This is the columns names you have it on your database name. So you have to name it, right? So here you simply you write like this. You have set all the fields names right here. You have to write it here. My table name is employees, right? You have to clearly you have to mention. Okay, this is that I already linked my database in the env file. There is a table which is the employees table. So employees table. The primary ID is a ID. The primary number is ID. You can see here ID. The fillable column employee name DOB form. Fillable column employee name DOB. The same name you have to put it here. Employee name DOB and column. These are the fillable column. That's the thing you have to do it. After the other stuff you have to copy file and save. Right. That's it. That's how we have created the model. Right. Now we have successfully done the model and controller part. Right. Now I'm going to move into another things. Right. So I'm going to move into another thing is a view part. Right. So view first we have to what the thing is here we have to index file. First the index file. Right. So what I did here is here first if you want to load the data to the table, imagine you have to load the data to the table. Okay, how to load this is a controller which will be calling to the model and get the data from the database and and database sends the data to the model passing the data to the controller passing the data to the view. Okay, so what I'm going to do is here controller. So first, this is the controller. It will be request to where the data, it will request to the model. So how to get the model? You have to write it this. You have to tell the path where my data is available. Where is available? App folder. Inside the app folder, the models, the same employee. Right. First, we have to specify the path. After that, what you are going to do is here you have to write it down simply. This is a very simple part. Have to make the constructor and write it. Right. So here you have to write protected. This is a simple part. You have to write protected. You have to write employee. It's very simple. One line. We have to create the object protected the employee. After that, we have to create the function public function construct. Okay, we have to run the function, right? So we write employee equal. We have to create where we have to get the data from which here this model employee model, right? So the simple constructor. When the form is loaded, you have to create the create it as employee variable. So here you have to write it as a public function. It's a constructor. You have to name it as constructor. Inside the constructor, you have to write this mean this class employee class. We have to this is the employee class. We have to create the object of this employee. Okay, we have to give the new employee mean. This all the data will be available in the model employee model. Okay, so if we new, this all the data will be coming to the employee. Right, very simple. Okay, so we have to finish it the one line code. If you are write like this, it's a simple, it's an efficient way to write the codes. Right now, here very simple. These are the two things we have to write. After that, if you load the data, very simple. Right. So first, I'm going to go to the first. I'm going to go to the my view. There's a view. Resources views folder. Inside the views folder, there is a welcome.blade.php is there. Now here I'm going to create another page which is another folder. This is layouts. After that, create another folder which is libraries. Create another folder which is the pages. We have to create 3 different pages folders. Right. Okay. So here we have to first one, we have to libraries. We have two things we have to make it here. One is a JavaScript file. Second one is a styles. So here first one, we have to make the file which is a scripts dot. The Laravel extension is blade.php. Yeah. Keep in your mind the blade.php is the extension. The file name is scripts. Another thing is scripts styles dot blade.php. Right. Perfect. Now after that, I'm going to create the pages. The pages I'm going to create first page here. Create as edit dot right index dot blade.php. Second page I'm going to create as here edit.blade.php. We have to create 2 different pages. Right? We have to create 2 different pages, index.blade.php, edit.blade.php page. Now I'm going to go to create the layout page. So go to the folder which is the layouts, right click, select the layout folder, right click new. Here I'm going to create the file which is app.blade.php. Right. Now I'm going to create the file. Now I just this all the I'll give you all the code. Okay, don't worry. I'll be explaining that. This simple HTML is nothing but it's a simple HTML format, right? So I'm going to I remove it. So you type here you have to type this. Press shift alt on the shift key and press 1 key. You can get this mark. Press tab key on your keyboard. Your HTML format has been created successfully here. Now here inside the body, what you're going to do is simply you write it as a this eat and include. What's the eat? This eat content is nothing but the content. Okay, this we have created the layout file once. It will be reused all the pages, right? A CSS file also created once. We have to use the CS files and JavaScript files once. We have to reuse all the pages. So you have tried. It is resided on the libraries folder script, right? So here inside the head tag, you have to create the files, include styles. Right. So these files we have a look how to create the styles and scripts. Right. Now here go to the libraries folder. Here there will be this libraries. There is a styles.blade.php. Right. So here this is simple style I have created. Right. Simple style. This one should be the our database link. They are not the Bootstrap CSS link. Here you can go to the official website of Bootstrap. Bootstrap 5. Click on this see this one. Copy the CSS file. You have to paste it over here. That's the thing I have done it here. After that you have to write the that's the thing you have to write it over here. Right? So this is the CSS. You have to write another stars.css. Right. Now file save all. Now I'm going to paste the script blade.php. That's a JavaScript. So go to the here the JS, yeah, Bootstrap 5. Under the CSS, there will be the Bootstrap, the JSO as well. You copy and paste it over here, right? That's the thing you have to write. We have to maintain by the styles and script different files. That's the stuff you have to edit here. After that, what you are going to do is here. I'm going to go to the thing is you have to create this task.js. Right, like this. Okay, this thing we have to put into the to include these two files inside our layout. Okay, here my libraries, inside the libraries we have created two different files. One is a scripts for CSS, styles for CSS, scripts for JavaScript. So you have to include these two things inside that tag. You have to include the styles, and inside the body we have to include the scripts, right? Okay, that's the thing. The yield content, we have to go to the index.blade.php here, right? This is the body. This simple bootstrap design I'll be explaining, right? Okay, so here what I did here is you can see here this is extends layout.app mean this app I'm going to extend it, right? Okay, this all the header tag, all things are coming, the body, all things. It will return the yield content. This content you have written it here. Here the section content means this is a yield content. This is a yield content. I have written it over here. A simple bootstrap design. So we have to put one bootstrap container. You have to write heading, employee management. After that, you have to create a row. You have to column middle 2, you have to 8. After here, I have to put the style form area. You have to create this different style, which is form area, right? This area you have to set it the for this is a custom CSS. We have written the custom CSS, which is right. You have to push CSS, right? This is we have write the CSS like this. You have write push CSS. That ends push. You have write inside here. You have write the CSS styles, right? But you have padding. You have given is a 20 pixel margin, 20 pixel background color. You have written like this. Okay, so this we have written, right? So you can see this is the style I have given. Okay, that's the style I have given over here. But now what I did here is I'm going to go to the copy paste it here, right? Now this is the index page. The index page we have a form. You can see the form. The form consists of, you can see here, one is a employee name, DOB. Okay, this is employee name. You write employee name. It's a DOB. This is the form. We have 3 fields, right? 3 fields. So here employee name, DOB, form. There are three fields are there. So here after that, when you click the register button, You have to click the register button. What you have to do is go to the employee store method. You have to go to the employee store method, right? You have to go to the employee store method, right? So here, after that, you can see here, we have created the three tables, simple bootstrap table. Here, these are the headings that we are adding: employee name, DOB, phone number, and we have one button which is action button, right? So here, we have written the for each loop. Here, write students. This is a plural. We have to make it as a singular, right? We have to load the data. This is the key. Key means this is the increment one by one. How many records in the database? If the number will be here, it will be displayed. Here write EMP name, DOB, and phone number. This called as employees, employee, 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 employee. Right. So we have two different pages: employee edit. That you have to write a employee now. You have to write employee edit, employee edit, right? Employee edit page. But here we have a employee destroy, employee along with the ID, right? Along with the ID, we have to do the things, right? Now what I'm going to do it here is we have did all the things over here. So employees, say employees too, right? Okay. Now what I did here is if you have filled the form, hit register button, it goes to the employee store function, right? After that, here we are look at the database or what are the data is there, right? So here you have to go to here the employee controller. It index method. What you're going to do is here we have to go to our index method. We have a response. Here only simply here two lines here. Response here the employees. You have to write this employee, that this employee, right? This employee. Okay, what I did here is when the request is coming, when you load the record, when the form is loaded, the index page will be called, right? So what happen is it goes to the employee. The employee mean it's a model. We get all the employee data and passing to this employee object. Here you are passing all field will be, it will be redirect to the page index page, right? It will be redirect to the index page here. So redirect to the index page mean it redirect to here. Get all the data, put into the response over here. Response over here, it will be redirect to where this page, index page. Load all the data. It's coming here. The employees. The employees mean you have mentioned this name here. The response where this name. Okay, this name. It will be putting to the response here. Get all the data. It will be putting here employees. Right. You get them all the data into the index page. It get it one by one. It is the employee name, employee name. There's a fields. Employee DOB, employee phone. So all the data will be fill up, right, along with the ID, employee ID, right? Okay, that's the thing we have done here. Now file, save all. Now we have to go to the web resources, web. Here you have to write it over here. It's a resources control. You have the resources controller over here, right? You have to write the resources controller. Copy this one, back it here. But write employee. You have to write employee controller. You have to write employee controller. Paste it over here. Now here we have to give the path, employee controller path. You have to give. The employee controller, right? My employee controller is resided on the HTTP controller employee controller. Here is employee controller, right? Now let's file, save all, and back it to your application. Check it. Present again on your keyboard, right here. I haven't saved anything else. That's why it will be running like this. Okay, I haven't saved anything else. Right. Now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to save the records. Right. So what we're going to do is we have no need the save create method over here. We no need this one. We only with the store method only works. Right. Store function is simply you have to get them here the simple things. I'll be explained, don't worry. Right. This employee means this employee object create method. What is the things? But if you are here, then what is the things you are write on this here? This form, employee name, DOB, phone number, what you have selected. Click register button. It goes to the employee routes store method. So it's called the here employee controller store method with this is one. Get all the requests. All the requests. There's a create page. Your record has been added into the employee model. After that, it will redirect back it. Okay, that's the thing it will return. Right. After that, we have to write another thing is our edit part. Right? We have to write the edit part. Right? You have to edit the things. So you have to edit thing as you have to write like this. So here, this one should be the edit. Right. You have to what's the request coming? Yeah. Right now I'm going to add the records. John, Joseph, phone number, something like that. Click register button. What happened? Now let it start. Joseph, date of birth, phone number. Click register button. Record is added successfully. Right now here you will be able to add the record and able to view the record. So you will be able to see the task. Right. So here, if you have any problem whether the record is coming or not, you have to use this one. DD request. So here, if you have to comment it, you can see here. This is the troubleshooting you have to do. When you pass the data from the form, click register button. The data is successfully passing. It is coming. Okay, where you can pass in the record from here this form. Okay, the DOB and phone number. The database, if the form data is coming successfully, you can pass it here. If it is coming, what happen is it's come the data and pass into this relevant fields. This request, all the requests are coming, and what happen is after that, if all requests are coming, then this request all data will be we have to add it into the database. We have to table which is employee, right? Employee create and back to my page. Right. After that, we have to create the edit page. Right. Edit page as the same thing. We do with the edit page. Right. We'll check. Right. Now for edit page, says the employee. Right. So this is also the employee. Right. So what happens is when you can check here now. When you're going to click edit button, right? So when you click edit button, what happens is here the ID number 3. You can see the edit button. You can see the edit number 3, right? It will be passed into the edit page. So edit page, this is the edit page. I haven't written anything else. So what happens is I'm going to go to this edit page, same page we have passing to the edit, right? The same page. What the thing is you have to do it here. The same index page I just copy and paste it over here. what are things we have to do it here? This button we have to make it as update. So the fields we have to change as value, student, the name, employee. This is the employee. This is the employee update, employee ID, right? So here we only the pass a name, the phone, right? Okay. So when you click edit button, the data is coming here in this page, right? After that, fill the data and click update button. Record data should be updated. That's the thing you have to write. Data should be updated, right? So that's the thing you have to write. So let's go click edit button. What happened? The page, if the page is not added, now your time going to do this here. You have to control C to stop the server. You have to run the command php artisan optimize, again clear and again run the application. Running, application is running. Now let's will be check it. Click edit button. Here, why the name is not coming? That here this name is not this employee name. This one should be the employee name. EMP name. So EMP name, DOB, form. Then only the data should be added, right? Now file save all and check it back. Record is coming successfully. Now if you have changed the data type and click update button, right, the problem is here, the update, right? Now it goes to my control panel, the panel update section. Update section is all employee. That's why the error should be there. So employee update, right? So employee update, this one should be the employee, right? So it will be updated, redirect to the employee page, right? Once you click edit button, record will be passing to the edit page. After that, if you click update button, here the form, you can see the form, it's coming. This form record along with the employee ID, right? After edit the record, it will be right. Now let's check. After change the click update button, employee controller student run. That here the problem is here. Edit page, save all, right? Now what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to go to do the thing is here, stop the server again. I'm going to clear all things, optimizer, clean up the application and check it running. Now I'm going to go to again go to employee, edit the page, edit something else, click update button. Now the record has been updated successfully, right? Now we have to delete the things. What happens is I'm going to go to the destroy method. When you click this method, comes the destroy method. After the destroyed, it goes the employee page, right? So here go back to my application here, right? So here there will be the ID. If you click this delete button, it goes to the employee controller destroy method along with the ID. Here it goes to the employee controller destroy method, get the ID and delete the record. The same thing here, do the update records. Here the same thing. When you click edit button, what happens? It goes to the where employee controller edit method. edit action method. Employee controller, edit action, get the ID, load the data, the matching with the data coming from the ID, it will be loaded and redirect to the page, this page edit page. After that, if you are make any changes, click submit the form again, come to the request along with the ID, get the ID, the based on the ID record will be loaded, but the changes you have made it will be updated. That's the thing it will be I have written. File save all. Again, you have to stop the server, you have to run it, PHP artisans clear and again run it. Then only all the things are refreshed. Refresh it. Now again you have to run delete button. The thing is employee controller. What the thing? Here the destroy method I have put it the employee. Sorry. This is not an employee, this is employee. Employee, that's all. Now again run it. Will bundle. Record has been deleted. Right. I hope you guys you understood things well. This is all the source code I provide you. Thank you for watching.